Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Somebody give me a sound check in the Q&A box. Let me know if you hear me okay. And I will, in the meantime, okay. Super. Good evening for everybody in Australia. That's right. And Asia. Hang tight just one sec. I'm gonna try and get my screen going. Okay. Let's go to full screen. Let's see if you guys are seeing my screen. Looks good. Everybody's seeing the screen. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? Did you guys have a fun time with the scripts that I gave you last time? We have a whole bunch of scripts. I'm going to go over them again just to review everything. As a matter of fact, we're going to review the whole course now in the next couple of minutes, just to give ourselves a little bit of a catch up, and I'll leave the floor open to any questions you guys may have, and then we'll do the final piece of it, which is expert advisors. I'll show you some of our proprietary tools that we developed, and I'll show you ways for you guys to be able to obtain those proprietary tools. So hopefully you'll enjoy the whole thing. Let me just open up the floor to questions for a second. Let everybody kind of come into the room before I start a full review of the course. You didn't get the scripts. Where's the, hang on a second. I gotta go find the link. Just bear a second. Let me just give me a second. I'm gonna go find the link. Let me take this off screen and I'll give you the link. Okay, everybody, if you're received the email, the link is in the email, just to let you know, but I'm gonna give it to you right now anyways. But it's literally right in the email, okay? So where's my, now unfortunately I have to, oh man, where is this? Okay, just bear with me. Now I'm on the new, oh man, you guys are killing me. You guys are killing me. Okay, hang on. I'm trying to log into my Bitly, which is just really annoying. What's my Bitly? I had a full upgrade on my Windows, and now all my stuff is erased. Why isn't this working? Okay. So a couple of questions. I'm gonna have to give you the link later. I'm sorry, I'm on the I can't do it on this computer. The link to all the scripts is gonna come in the email to you as you get it. If you go back to your own email from me saying, hey, here's the sign up, you'll see it. If you're not getting any emails from me, that's because you blocked me, and that's nothing I can do about that. That's your problem. You have to re-sign up for all my emails. Okay, so I have a couple of questions here. Can you show how to add and save files into a profile? Absolutely, let's do that. Another question is about saying that the 8-cap customer offer is not available to U.S. customers. That's correct. It is not available to U.S. If you're a U.S. citizen, you're the only person that cannot take advantage of the free 8-cap offer. I do have a different offer for you, though, so just hold on, and we have a special discount for anybody who's a U.S. customer. Sudhir is asking me, if I start small, use proper risk management, and achieve reasonable success, my question is, how do we scale up and increase your account size? What strategies do? Okay, so this has nothing to do with MT4, Sudhir, and my only answer to you is actually achieve success before you worry about scaling up. Actually achieve success, okay? Don't assume you're going to achieve success. once you get to be successful on a small scale, you've already ahead of 99 out of 100 people. So worry about scaling up after you've achieved success. Morgan Rees, some people say it gives higher levels to stress than having money on the table. Sorry, what? I don't get that. What gives higher levels to stress? Okay. All right. Anyways, guys, questions on MT4. This is an MT4 course, MT4 only. All right. So any questions on that, I'm happy to answer. Let's tackle the one that Dagmar asked me about profiles, about how to save a profile. So very, very simple. Will these scripts work on other black? Yes, the scripts will. All MT4 scripts, all MT4 tools, all MT4 EAs work on every broker platform. That's the beauty of the software. Every broker has a different version of MT4, but any script written for MT4 will work across any broker platform. So that's really the huge advantage. That's correct. So somebody's asking me about creating a profile, right? And creating a profile is super, super easy. Let's say you wanted a profile. We'll just go through something like this, right? So here we have. I just want to. All right, let's just get rid of the German for a second. Let's go like this. Let's say this is a currency profile. You want it to look like this, and for argument's sake, let's just say you want to change cable to a different template, to Bollinger Band templates. Okay. All right. So are you with me? So this is like I want to save this look and feel. I want to save this look and feel so that I can always recall it in this particular manner, right? How would I do that? I would go into File, right over here, Profiles, right over here, and then, scroll over nice and gently, Save As. And I'm going to call this Demo Profile, or Demo 1, right? Let's just say I'm going to call it Demo 1, because we'll do 2 or 3 of them so you can see what happens. So this is Demo 1, okay? You with me? Now, let's just change this around back to Boris look, and let's move this one, the dollar yen, to a Bollinger Band profile. This is just to show you visually how we can do this, right? Now I'm going to go into File, Profiles, Save As, Demo 2. Okay, so Demo 2 is going to have yen black, okay, and now I'm going to have like all 3 of them black, and we'll just leave Aussie with a white background. Okay, so let's just do just so that we have something different. So this would be Bollinger Bands and Bollinger Bands. Okay, so now you can visually see how they're different. Now we're going to go into File, Profiles, Save As, Demo 3. Okay. All right, cool. All right, very good. So remember the first profile I think was the euro dollar. How would I get that for the thing to look like that? I would go into File, Profiles, and just choose Demo 1. Oh, Demo 1 was dollar yen. Okay, so that was Demo 1. Now I want to go into File, Profiles, Demo 2. And this was Demo 2. And I guess Demo 3 was different. I don't know why I saved it as, but Save As. And then I want to go to Profiles, Demo 3. Okay. Oh, I think Demo. Oh yeah. Let's just get this correct. Let's go to. For some reason, Demo 1 did not save. So let's just do Boris look. Let's say the Demo 1 is going to be all white. That's going to be Demo 1. So I'm going to say File, Save As. Oh no. Sorry. File, Profiles, Save As, And I'm gonna save it as demo 1. I could actually, I already have demo 1, so I can just simply double click this and it will overwrite it. It will say, yes, I want to overwrite it. That's gonna be my demo 1. Okay, so now I'm gonna go to demo 3 just to show you. Demo 3, right? Oops. Oh, it keeps over. I know what's going on. I'm sorry. Every time you change something, it automatically overwrites it. So I got to go in other words, if you change the profile, I think, let me see how I go into, I think it's tools, options. Oh, this is a good question. This is something I have to research. I forget, basically this remembers. So if I go into profiles, it automatically saves whenever I make a change. So if I go into demo 1 and I go into file, then I go into save profiles demo 3. Let's say I want to save profiles demo 3. And now I'm going to make them all black. So this is now demo 3, and it's going to be like three charts that are black, right? Okay. So this is demo 3. I don't even have to save it. It knows that demo 3 is black. Now, if I go into profile 1, if I go to profile 1, it's all white. If I go into profile 3, I don't even have to save it. I can just go demo 3, and it's all black. Okay. So that's how you would do it. Is there a quick way to scan many forex pairs for an uptrend or a downtrend? That requires a special scanner tool, which is like an EA, and that's you would have to either purchase one or write one. But I mean, yes, there is. I mean, we're actually working on a scanner tool for my BK members. And if you want to join us at BK, we'll have that within the next couple of days. That does scans across timelines, instruments, everything else. It tells you, hot, cold, those kind of things. Yeah, you're looking basically for a heat map that shows you what's strong on every time frame, what's weak on every time frame. Then yes, you can. There's stuff like that exists, but that would actually be an expert advisor that you'd have to put on the charts. Okay, good. Any other questions? Okay, so sounds good. You know what, guys? I'm gonna kill my MT5s. They're making too much noise for us, and I'm not gonna be trading while I'm talking to you guys today. Okay, so let's actually go back to profile 1, right? I think it was demo 1, nice and white and clean. And let's just, first of all, review the very, very basics. Then let's take a look at some scripts again, just kind of let you know how, to review how run, because some of you may not have been here yet, last week. And then I'm going to show you the proprietary scripts that we have and show you a way to get them. All right. Let me see if there's any more questions. Looks like there's a couple more questions here coming in. Let me see. Which version is better to use, MT4 or MT5? Two different questions. So MT4 has a lot more tools, a lot more EAs, a lot more, much bigger library than MT5. But MT5 is the newer version, and it's definitely sort of the better version. For trading purposes, there's very little difference. I'll be honest with you. They're both very, very similar in look and feel. They're very, very minor. It's just on the back end, MT5 executes a little faster. You can write code to it a lot better. It has much more to do with writing code. If you're a retail trader with just a user interface looking to trade, there's virtually no difference. I'd love to say MT5 because we're all trying to move to MT5, but MT4 is so embedded in the system, and so many people still use it, even though it's almost 20 years old. I would say you can use either one. How would I add a fifth chart? Just simply go to go NASDAQ chart window, and they'll just say this is a new chart. Let's say I'm going to change it back to like a nice white Boris look background. And if I wanted to integrate all 5 charts into a tile format, I would just hit my little tile window, and now I have 5 charts. And you could go it'll go endlessly into tiny little fragments. Generally, I don't like to have more than 4 charts for that particular reason, because otherwise it just chops them up into tiny little bits. But you can look at each individual chart by itself by just simply clicking on the window or tabbing it out like this. When you have like all the charts in one look, it just looks nice when you want to look at multiple instruments all at once. And I like to do just 4 and then just make it nice and even like that. So that's actually sort of like the review number 1. How do you manipulate charts? How do you change the look and feel? You saw me do this right now. As I said, from the Market Watch window, you could just simply go right-click Chart Window, and it'll put up a brand new chart. And if you want to change the look and feel of it to whatever template you have, or to default template, you can just click in your template button and change it to however you want to look at it. Remember, I like my charts white, so I have that kind of default. I like a clean look. I find black to be very unpleasant on the eyes. The black background, it's hard for me to see. But it's up to you. It comes as the default look in MT5 is the black background, and you can change all of that. And to see how to change all of that, you can go to lesson 1 and lesson 2, where I go through all of those in detail. Okay, so we'll kill this. Again, sort of like reviewing the big components. This is the Market Watch window. This is the data window. The data window tells you all the specific data points on the particular chart. It will tell you what the moving averages are on the euro, on the 12 and 26 that I have over here, volume, open, high, and low for the euro. Then when I go over to the pound, it will tell you the same thing on the pound. And then when I go over to Aussie, it will tell you the same thing on the Aussie, so on and so forth. Okay, so that's the data window. Data window gives you the specific data for the specific chart. And if you have a whole bunch of other indicators, because you have a complex EA on that particular window, it will give you the full, the full value of all the data points. Over here is your navigator, which is basically your file manager. It holds your account data, your indicators folder, your expert advisor folder. It's all in a tree format. Everything is in a tree format. You could just, I could just tighten it all up. So it starts with the root tree of your broker, then your accounts. So you could have multiple accounts in here, and you could just double click and it will open up. Let's say you have 3 separate accounts. You could just log into each one of those accounts from this one interface. You have a whole bunch of indicators. We've gone through all the indicators in lesson 1, lesson 2, and you can just apply any of them on the chart. I could just, I don't know. I don't even know what the Ichimoku. I don't know what the hell this is. Let's just apply it for argument's sake. It's an Ichimoku cloud. Okay, that's kind of cool. If you wanted to remove an indicator, you would just simply right-click on it. Sorry, you would right-click on this, or you can go into indicators list. You can just right-click here, go into indicators list, and you can see Ichimoku this, and I can just simply delete, say close, and now that's gone. Okay, that's the indicators window. We'll skip the expert advisor because we're going to get to that last. And then we have the scripts window, and this is a whole bunch of different scripts that I gave to you guys all for free, which I'm happy to show you how we use. And I think we can just simply start with the simple buy market, where I double click on this. What's going on over here? Oh, why are the scripts not working? Let's see if you guys can answer the question. Which Okay, so as I said to you, the download link, I can't get to the download link right now because my Bitly link is. If anybody has a download link, post it in the Q&A. Like send it to me, and I'll send it to everybody else because I just can't. I sent you guys the download link in your email, but I can't get it right now because as I said, I had a full update on my computer and it erased all my logins, and it's going to take me forever to log into my Bitlys. So if somebody has it, then just put it in the room, and I'll copy and I'll disseminate it to everybody else. If not, just wait until after the end of the class. You're going to get it in the email anyways. So the answer, some of you are absolutely correct, is that the auto trading, the number one reason why something doesn't work in MT4 is your auto trading is turned off. That means nothing executable can work. No scripts, no expert advisors will work when this thing is on red. It's an easy way to kind of stop all automatic robot activity, right? Like it's just sort of a simple, brutal way where you let's say you have all these robots and you say, I don't want anything to take any more trades automatically. You just click that, it turns red, nothing will work. Now you turn it green, and suddenly it should all work. So I'm gonna if I double click buy market, you can see it bought euro for me with a 20-point stop loss and a 10-point target, right? And if I want to close all trades, I can just click this and it instantaneously closed my trades. So double click buy market gets me in a trade with a 10-20 stop. Double click sell market gets me in trade with a 10-20 stop. Double click, you can do all trades or close all trades current. Current means that just only, so this is here, let's do this. So I'm gonna sell pound. I'm gonna sell yen. Okay. So if I click current, close all trades. Where's this? Close all trades current. Right. If I click this one, it's going to just kill the yen trade because the yen trade is the chart that is highlighted, right? So if I did this, just got rid of the yen. If I click close all trades, it's going to get rid of everything on the tools, and it clicked everything out, right? So that's the difference on the two things. And then then we have. Let me see if there's an. You guys sent me the Dropbox link. Oh, is this the Dropbox link? Let me see. Let me see if this is. I just want to make sure that this is correct. So just bear with me a second. I'm going to test this link just to make sure so I don't disseminate the wrong link. Yes. Okay. So this is the correct link. So I'm going to send this to all. Let me see if I can. Okay, hang on. Okay, I'm going to send this to all. Okay, that's the Dropbox link where you can download all the scripts. Okay. Okay. I lost my train of thought. Oh, we were doing buy, sell, close one at a time, close everything, and then we also have the ability to put in limit orders on multiple scales. So if I'm gonna hit, let's say, buy limit multiple, what does this mean? So I can buy with my starting size of 0.1. And if I don't want to have any multiplication, if like in other words, let's say I'm going to buy in 3 batches. I'm going to have 3 buy limit orders, 5 points below the actual value. Let's say the dollar yen is 109 for all intents and purposes. I'm going to buy 108.95, 108.90, 108.85, right? But no exponential gains. So it's all going to be in equal size. So I'm going to put this value, my value 1.0895. Okay, I'm going to, sorry, that's yen. It's 108.95. Okay, I'm gonna put my first order is gonna be at 108.95 on the buy value. So I'm gonna say okay, and it's, you know, what you can see, it's laying out orders to buy at 95, 90, 85. You know, five pip differentials in equal size, right? So let's say I'm gonna close all trades. Oh no, sorry, delete all pen. Oh, it doesn't matter. I guess close all trades or delete all pending will work either way. So I'm going to say buy limit multiple, but this time I'm going to increase every position by 2 times the size. So my exponent is going to be 2, right? And let's say, just for argument's sake, I'm going to spread it out by 10 pip differential. So it'll be 10 pip differential, and the value will be, I'll start at 108.90, right? So if I say this, you can see I'm bid 90, bid 80, bid 70, but look what's happening. I start at 1/10 of a lot, 2/10 of a lot, 4/10 of a lot, right? And it can get really, really crazy. You can get really, really crazy if I want to do something like I don't know, 4 times each time. And if I want to go not just 3 deep, but let's say I want to go 5 deep. Let's just to show you how big a size, how crazy you can get in terms of size, and how dangerous this is if you don't know what you're doing. So I'm going to stay at 190. I'm going to start at 190. Okay, and you can see, so I've gone 5 deep, and I started 1/10 of one lot, and my final order is 2.5 lots. You see how huge that is? You see how quickly it can spiral out of control. So this is a very powerful tool, but obviously use sparingly. And understand the power of leverage here. You know, you're effectively buying 20. Is it 25 times or 250 times? I already forget. I think it's 250 times the size of your original size. It's a big size. You know, no, you're buying. So this is 1,000 and this is 250,000. Yeah. It's 250 times. Here you're doing 1,000 units, 4,000 units, 10,000, 16,000 units, and 64,000 units, and 250,000 units. So it's, you know, you can totally get yourself crazy. Don't use this sparingly. I gave this tool to you just for experimentation purposes. So those are the scripts, right? And those are the things that that you guys have for free from me as part of our course. Now I'm going to show you a couple of proprietary things and show you exactly what expert advisors can do, which is something very cool, and can offer you a lot more kind of flexibility. So I wanted to show you 3 expert advisors, and we'll start with trade tool number 1. Very simple. Let's go to Eurodollar. Let's go to Eurodollar, and let's just see what this thing can do. So I'm gonna hit trade tool number 1, right? I'm not gonna go into the settings. I'm just gonna show you its basic functionality first and foremost. Let me just drag this over, right? So the first thing you kind of notice is that the trade tool mirrors the buy sell panels of you know, the regular thing. But here's the difference between MT4 and this particular tool. So if I were to hit, you know, the buy sell, let's say I want to get long euro. I'm going to hit euros, right? I get long euro. So 2 things happen here. First of all, I got long, but I'm floating without any risk control. I don't have a take profit. I don't have a stop. I would have to, in order for me to do this in MT4, I have to go in here. I don't know, put a 200 point stop, 150 point take profit. Click this, and that was already pre-filled for me. That was already pre-filled. So you can see how tedious it can be to do this, right? Versus. Look how much easier it is for me to buy Eurodollar here. I'm going to click on the buy side, and not only did I buy the Eurodollar, right, but it instantaneously put a stop and a target. But here's where it gets even better, right? What if I wanted to just make, what if I want to go for 1 pip target, right? You see how quickly it was? I just changed my target to 1 pip, and it automatically changed my target to 1 pip. Like, let's say I wanted to be super scalpy, and I wanted to just scalp myself out. I could even put it down to a 0.5 pip if I wanted to. I could put this down to like 0.5 and take this off. And if it hits 0.5, it's gonna take me out of the trade. It's always there you go. And see, it took me out of a trade completely cleanly, right? Pretty cool, right? So we can do the same thing, just sort of to let you know. So let's just say, I'm going to preset my 10, 20. Let's do buys. I like euro to the long side. So I'm gonna buy. So now it's got 10 target. What if I wanted to tighten up my stop to just like, I don't know, 3 points? I want to have risk control. Look how quickly it instantaneously tighten up my stop, and I can do it. I can do it that way as well. So very, very cool. I can close this out right now by hitting the close button. Right. I can also increase my size just like I would increase my size here, but here I could just simply click it, and it will just increase by this. So let's say I wanted to buy 11,000 on the euro, and here's an interesting demo. So let's say I'm going to put a 10 stop, and there's no take profit. There's take profit that doesn't exist, right? So I left the take profit blank. So you see the take profit is blank. Now I'm going to put a take profit to 1, right? And now it's turned to 1, right? See how cool that is? So this particular trading tool allows you to basically buy, sell, do all sorts of things that are very interesting. But it actually does even more stuff than that. Let's see if it can take me out. Look at this. It went to 0.9 and then just wouldn't get me done. Let's see if it can get me done. What's my take profit? 70? Oh, it's 69.5. Okay, so it's just trying to get to. It needs to go to 70 bid. It always drives me crazy because it never hits the target. All right, we'll leave this alone. But this particular tool not only can just simply come in, buy and sell market, but it has all sorts of interesting intelligence behind it, right? So let's just close this out, right? And let's see what the intelligence behind this tool is, so we can configure this tool in a whole bunch of different ways. We're going to go into our inputs, right? And for example, instead of using hard targets like 10 pip target, 1 pip target, it can actually use percentage of risk, right? So let's say my risk is 10 pips, and I set my risk percent at 70% of risk, or let's say you're trading 120% of risk, right? And I'm going to set my use risk control to true. I would set this to true, right? So watch what happens now. I'm going to say, okay, now it's in risk control mode. And let's say, yeah, it's fine. Let's my stop loss is 10. So if I were to buy this, right? If I'm going to click this, right? It instantaneously puts my take profit to 120% of risk. And if you're in a risk mode, you can change your like, in other words, if I wanted to just have a larger take profit, if I put a 20, if I want to put a 20-point stop loss, all of a sudden my take profit now is going to be 24, which is 120% of 24, right? If I wanted to make my take profit much tighter, because remember, I'm working in risk parameters, right? Let's say I wanted to just simply do it in 2. Let's see if we'll do it. It'll be 240. It will now if it's 2.4 pips, it will take me out at profit, which of course it never does. Now I'm actually curious. I don't know if I put this to 1, will it take me out automatically? No. It won't let me get anything lower than I can do 1.5. It's 1.8. Okay, it won't let me. It won't take me out on already existing stuff. So I'm trying to see if I could just get myself out at like, 1.8, 1.4, 1.8. What do I need? It's my TP is 71.4. I need 71.4. Huh. All right, so I'm stuck. All right, I can close this out and just take profits, right? I can go back to the settings and go back to settings, take myself out of risk control mode, and just go into regular, take profit mode. And I can do all sorts of configurations here. Like, do I want to have a alert? Do I want to have a confirm? Let's say I want to have a confirm click to open on. Let's say I want it to confirm to make sure that it's asking me, yes, do you really want to do this trade? So I'll say yes. I want it to confirm to make sure I take this trade. So I'm going to put a stop loss here. I don't know, 10. Put a take profit at 1.8, and let's say I'm going to buy. I'm going to click this. Sorry, the pop-up button is off screen, but here's the pop-up button. It says, do you really want to buy 11 lots? Like, it's just basically if you want to check yourself and make sure that there's a kind of a safety valve in there. You say yeah, and you say no, it won't buy it. But if you say yes, it will go in there and buy the trade for you, right? So you can configure it in 100 different little ways that make it super interesting for you to do risk control, to do take profit. The simplest, easiest way that almost everybody uses it is just simply put a stop, put it in this easy. And here, I want my take profit to be, just for argument's sake, 1, right? 1.1. Let's see if it's always running away from me. I'm trying to get it to TP off my take profit. But you see how much easier and how much cooler it is for this. I have a lot of questions here. Let me see if I go through. Let me look at your questions here, guys. No questions. Sorry, that was old stuff. This is an MT4 version. Somebody's asking me what I'm using. This is an MT4 version. Okay. Okay. So let's close this out. Now, how many of you love to trade what I call short target, long target? So in other words, let's say you want to be in a position, you want to take a trade in a currency or in anything else, and you want it to have a short exit, then have the stop move automatically to break even, and then maybe have a long exit. You have like a 2 exit structure, right? So if you wanted to do that, you could use trade tool number 2, and look how cool this is. So in this particular structure, your stop loss is 20. You have a first take profit and a second take profit. So let's just go. I'm gonna just put myself into position. It went in automatically for two lots, for twice the multiple of my original thing. But here's something that's very cool. What if I wanted to make a very short take profit on the first one? Let's just let's see if this plays out. So what would happen if and let's just even get crazier. Let's just say if I could do this, just 0.1. All I wanted to do, did it go in there? Oh yeah. You see how it went 0.1, and it automatically took me to break even, and now it's actually breaking out, and now I'm only holding 1. And if I want to close this out, I close this out at my whole position. But I did a very, very extreme example just to kind of show you, and to kind of, we can do this a little bit slow. Let's do this on pound. Maybe the pound is sort of a bigger moving currency, so we can do this on pound. So I'm going to put this on pound, right? And you guys can see how fast it moves in your direction. Let's say I'm just going to put like a 2. I want 2. Oh, sorry, I didn't buy. Okay, so I bought. Now I bought, and all I'm looking for is 2 pips on my first target, and then it'll automatically move to break even, and then I'll try to make 20 points on my second target, but completely risk free, because now I'll have a stop automatically set in there. now I just need a rally in the pound, which is it's always hard to just look and see if what yen is doing. Nothing is really moving. So we'll just have to we'll have to let the pound trade just float a little bit just to kind of show you. Okay, what I'll do is I'll set it to 1, so you guys, if it just moves to 1. And by the way, you see I can set it to in tenth of pips, so I can just set it not just to 1, I can set it to 1.1 or 1.2, whatever it is. So I'm just I'm waiting to see if they will lift the offers, because what you're seeing right now is I have 2 units of pound, and if this thing goes to plan and it goes to to 1 point in target, it's going to instantaneously sell that at 1, instantaneously go to break even, and then manage the second one to 20 to 20 points. And by the way, if I wanted to lengthen or shorten my second one, I can do that even as I speak to you guys. So I can make it 23, or I can make it, I don't know, let's make it 14 just for argument's sake. And that's going to tighten up see how it dropped my take profit target a little bit tighter. I can do the same thing with the stop, by the way. I can make the stop like only 5 points. It's always easier to get a stop out than to get a take profit whenever you're doing demos. So I can always show you those too. Somebody's asking, can you have 2 orders at the same time, 1 pending and 1 market? No, this only is this can do 1 mode or the other mode. You can't have, it needs to control, it needs to be able to understand the structures on the thing. But you can can put this into pending mode. If you put this into pending mode, it will create a pending order. If you put this into pending mode, there's two modes to this thing that's kind of interesting. Where's that? Oh, see, look at that. So now it went just sort of. I want to show you kind of the simple functions here. So now you see, it's only 1. It's only 1 in here, right? Only 1. And now I'm at break even. And if this thing really, really runs hard, which, of course, I'm making an extreme example. Generally, you want to see 10 points on the first target, and then maybe 20, 30 points on the second target. Otherwise, you're going to get stopped out, which is what happens. But the point being is, this completely controls your risk. Completely controls your risk, right? And that really creates on the move. Okay. All right, I want to show you one final tool, which is really, really unique. Absolutely cannot be found anywhere else, and is very advanced. I'll be very honest with you. This is truly for this is like a hedge fund tool for those of you who really want to do what we call relative strength trades. But I'm going to show it to you because I think you'll enjoy its premise. So what I'm going to do is, and it really doesn't matter which chart I can do this on. I think I can actually do this on a pound chart, but just to be kind of aesthetically consistent, I can just take. I'm going to take the German chart, right? And I'm going to go to Boris. Look, so this is the German DAX, right? And the big question that you want to ask yourself is, what if if I'm long pound, I'm long euro, that's fine. But what if I wanted to trade one asset against the other? For example, what if I thought today the German DAX, and actually, let's actually kind of look around and see let's look at the NASDAQ also. So let's see, what do we have here? So, okay, so you see how the NASDAQ is negative and the German DAX is positive, right? So what if you say to yourself, I think I want to be long the German DAX and short the NASDAQ. In other words, I want to create a pairs trade. I want to create a trade where I am long one instrument, short another instrument, and I want to manage my risk and my take profit, which is impossible to do with in MT4 without this very, very interesting tool. This tool is called the spread trader. So I'm gonna show you how this works. I'm gonna double click this, say okay, and what you see is you have two symbols. So it allows you to trade one symbol against the other. So let's say I want to buy the DAX and then sell the NASDAQ against it, right? The tool is very, very cool because you don't even have to put in the symbol name. You could just go into MW, Market Watch, and it will import all of the symbols that are in Market Watch right here. So you could literally just simply import all this stuff. And what you're looking for, I'm looking inside here for the German DAX right over here. That's going to be my main. I'm going to click that. And then I'm looking for the NASDAQ, which is, I think, above because it was actually higher. So where's the NASDAQ? US Tech 100. So that's going to be my hedge. Okay. So first and foremost, I'm setting up my trade, and I want to be long the German and short the NASDAQ. But it doesn't end there. Remember, these are completely different value propositions. One is at 15,000, one is a 13,000. They're not quite different, but they're a little bit different. They're a little bit different in size. Maybe a way to really show this. Let's say forget Nasdaq. Let's go to S&P. I want to buy the German against the S&P because that's going to really show you dramatically how different. So the S&P, the DAX is 15,000. The S&P is only 4,000. So it's significantly smaller. And I want to make sure that I have the exact equal size of each, so the trade is an equal amount of dollars or equal amount of currency on each side. So in order to do that, I do this, and then I simply say auto ratio. I click the auto ratio, and it will automatically calculate how much S&P needs to buy in order to make it equal to one German. See that? Automatically. And then in dollar terms, like in terms of dollars, it will say, what's my stop in dollars? Now remember, this is trading one lot, so each particular pip is $10 in this particular situation in one lot. So maybe I want to make my stop loss a little bit bigger, like $200, and my take profit at 50. And I'm just going to place my orders. And what you see here is I have two orders, right, floating, and my P&L is instantaneously being calculated in real time, right? So I'm long the German and I'm short the S&P against it. And if the German rallies, I'm going to be able to, to have a positive P&L, right? Or let's say, and the thing is that the MT4 doesn't see anything, like it has no stops, no targets. It has no idea. In order for you to control the risk of something like this, where you have two open positions, you literally have to manually watch this, versus having a tool that easily watches it for you. So let's just say, for argument's sake, you say, you know what, I don't want to lose more than $40 on this trade. If this thing is either going to work or not. So now I've set my stop loss to $40, right? And if it goes to $40, it's going to automatically take me out of position. Which I love that the demo never works either to the upside. Whenever I want it to stop me out, it rallies, and when I want it to, oh, there we go. So now it stopped me out. So I had risk control, and it totally took me. I said, I had a $40 risk control on this thing. Obviously, very, very tight risk, but you see how it automatically took my risk control. It would do the exact same thing if it hit profit targets. If it hit my profit target on the dollars, it would do the same thing. So it's a very, very cool tool. You could, for example, buy gold, sell silver. You could, you could do indices. You could buy the German against the Dow. You could do all sorts of, you could buy the ASX against the Japanese, the Nikkei. It creates a, unending possibility of interesting trades that are very, very sophisticated in nature, that are really hedge fund kind of like trades with this particular tool set. So those are three very interesting tools that I am happy to offer you for free if you are willing to do the following. Let me show you the offers that we have here, because that was a very, very kind offer from our sponsor, ACAP. So if you go to this link, let me take you guys down here, and I'll send this link obviously to everybody. Let me see if I yeah, well, I'm sending this link to everybody right now. So if you want, you can sign up for it. Here we go. Let me take you guys to it. Okay. So we have a very, very beneficent sponsor with ACAP, and they allow a couple of interesting things. If you open an account with them between 25 and 5,000, you're going to get 2 months free of our service, right? This, by the way, is only for everybody but U.S. customers. The U.S. customers. I'm going to talk to you in just 1 second. If you're a non-U.S. customer, you can get everything I just showed you for free, but it's even better than that. If you you don't even have to open up a $2,500 to $5,000 account. You can open a $2,000 U.S. account just for this particular deal. Send me a screenshot of your deposit, and I will give you all those 3 tools: the scalping tool, the Trader Tool 1, Trader Tool 2, and the spreader for free to keep forever. So I've been able to negotiate a very, very sweet deal with them. If you want to drop more money, you will get all those tools plus trading with me live every day, trading with Kathy live every day, all of our signals, our whole service. Okay, so it's a great offer. I hope everybody takes advantage of it. It's only going to last. I'm probably going to just keep this offer open till the end of this week because it was strictly for MT4 attendees. But if you're interested in actually using it, effectively, this is an offer where it costs you nothing. You're going to open an account anyways. So if you open an account with ACAP, you get all of this for free. This is thousands of dollars worth of value that you get for free just for opening an account with them. So I've sent you the link. If you're a non-US customer, you should be able to do this within a couple of days. And it just simply, you send us a verification, and you're all set. If you're a US customer, we have a different deal for you. Kathy just did a special discount to do an annual promotion. So if you want, let me put this to a new link here. If you want, as a US customer, to get a massive discount to our annual promotion, like literally more than 50%, this is the link you want. So I'm going to send this to you over here. Send to all. This is for US customers, and if you want to join us there, you can lock in. Again, this thing is also going to go away by the end of this week. So both discounts available. I hope you guys all come join us one way or the other, because everything that I kind of showed you here, we practice every single day in our trading rooms. So I have like a lot of questions here. You need to trade with ACAP. This is not a situation where you just drop money and withdraw it. If you drop money and withdraw it, I will not allow you to do this. The whole point is this is obviously, if you want to, I really, really despise people gaming the system. The whole point is we want you to trade with them. So if I find out you did this, I will come after you, okay? You need to put money in, trade with them, because that's the whole point of opening an account with a broker. And then we'll be happy to give you all the services for free. The point is you're here to trade, right? If you're here to trade, you can trade with ACAP at incredibly tight spreads, great execution. We've been trading with them for a very long time. Everybody who I have in my room who trades with them has absolutely no problem, just only good things to say about them. So you can enjoy all of that, but that's the deal. Yeah, it's obviously it's obviously a deal. Everybody has to win here. If you already have a broker, open a new account or get rid of your old broker. I've had lots and lots of different brokers. Do you have $2,000 to open up? Leverage with ACAP is large. You know, you can ask them. I don't want to speak for them. But I think you have, you know, full access to large leverage with them. The point is, you don't have to have the tools. You don't want these tools, you won't get them. You want the tools. There's one very small thing I'm asking you to do: open an account with ACAP. Okay? This isn't a negotiation. It's like, you know, you are welcome not to have this and never be able to have the amazing trading capabilities that I've given you. If you want it, it's a very simple thing. Just open an account. Okay, no questions asked, and trade. That's all. That's the proposition. Or if you're a U.S. customer, come join us on the thing. If you really don't want to change your broker, but want the tools and want our service, then pay us. You know, this is a way for you not to pay us. But if you really want everything, then pay us. Pay us, and then enjoy your old broker. You can do that. I will send you, June. I will send you. The link is already in here. It's sent to everybody. It's called free membership. You should have the link in your chat box, and I will send that link again to everybody in the email. All right. So very happy to do that. Absolutely. Sudhir is asking me, do we get to trade with me and become a member of BK? Sudhir, if you take advantage of the big, so what I did is I did a kind of a special offer where I said, okay, if you guys just want the tools, just drop 2,000, okay, just for the tools. If you want the tools and our trading with us, then you'd need to put between 2,500 and 4,900. You get 2 months free, okay? You drop, if you deposit this amount, you get 2 months free. If you deposit this amount, you get 6 months free with us. If you put 10,000 US dollars, most of you guys already have accounts between $5,000 and $10,000. Would you rather have an account with $5,000, $10,000 where you're just staring at the screen, not knowing what the hell to do, or would you rather have Kathy for 1 year telling you exactly which trades to take and which trades not to take, and you know, make 100 pips a week like she's been doing for the last 57 weeks in a row? That's the difference. When you trade, you know, when you get us, you get multiple daily signals from Kathy and live trading with me every single day in a room. So you know, you get to practice all of these strategies, all of these tools, all of these ideas all day long. So it's hopefully you know, a good experience. Everybody seems to love it when you know, I'll be trading in exactly about an hour and a half. I trade the U.S. Open. You know, Kathy's already, I think, up about 150 pips this week from all of her trades. So you get this very intimate, immediate experience of trading with us in the chat room 24 hours a day, both FX and indices, as part of the BK experience, which is, you know, I'm hoping everybody will really enjoy it. Let's see if there's any other questions here. Okay, it looks like everybody's got all the information. I'm gonna, as I said, email. This is gonna be, you know, we're gonna record this. It's gonna go into a full 1, 2, 3, 4 playlist, YouTube playlist. So I'll send you the full playlist. I'll send you the links in how to open up an account with ACAP or how to open up an account with BK directly. And you know, any questions, you guys are always welcome to email me. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I hope you had a fun tour through the joys and the incredible possibilities of MT4. And I'll see you guys in the markets. Thank you again for hanging out with me for all these for this whole month. Everybody have a wonderful day. I'll see everybody later.